when people start comparing him with with Jordan, then that's not a fair comparison, because Jordan is far more superior player, and a very, very tough league, and very, very very creative.
Sure.
I mean, that's not taking anything away from LeBron James, because he's a great player, but it's not a fair comparison, because I think Jordan is much far superior player.
I haven't seen anybody else. Kobe is, I guess, came the closest to him. But LeBron is great, but he's not Michael Jordan.
Who's better, LeBron or Jordan?
Michael. He made the game look so easy.
Yeah, he did.
Easy. I mean, like, uncomplicated. You know what I mean? He didn't have to take the ball between his legs 2 or 3 times to get his shot off. He just get to points on the court, and he just knocked down shots. You know, he was just one of those clutch. He's probably, to me, I think he's the best clutch player ever.
If LeBron James ain't winning, he'll quit right in the game.
Yeah.
Do you agree or disagree?
I ain't gonna say he's gonna quit, but I don't see that what Michael do. Michael gonna fight you to the end.
Come on, man. John Stark said that shit. What you gonna say now?
This is the conversation that for as long as LeBron James plays basketball, it's never going to die. So I ask you, is there a way that he will ultimately be able to chase the ghost to 23?
How?
I'm asking.
He's lost multiple finals. Jordan is 66. Jordan has never come up short, in a series like he did back in the Dallas series finals. How can you surpass that when he's 66?
See, that's the part that wins me over. There was an invincibility about Michael in the last 8 years of his career. And as great as LeBron is, the losses in the final, look at that. There's no invincibility. I don't know that he changed the game. Michael didn't just change basketball, he changed sport globally. Again, and LeBron is the best player we've got now. He's a great, great player in any era. I think he's going to retire as one of the 5 to 8 best players who ever played the game, if not higher. But catching Jordan, to me, is just something I can't wrap my head around.
I agree with you, but one of the things I hate about framing these arguments is we forget that this is a team game. And so because of that, Michael Jordan did have Scottie Pippen and Dennis Rodman and Phil Jackson. And the reason why LeBron won't even be in this conversation is because he did have to leave Cleveland, where he was the MVP and the leader, to go to Miami to achieve championship glory. Michael Jordan was able to do it here 6 times and win 6 finals.
But even when he got to Miami, and he did have other Hall of Famers on the team, he didn't go 4 for 4. No, he went 2 for 4. So that's a good argument as well. But there's no way that he can catch Michael Jordan. I mean, LeBron is. I agree with you. Going to go down between top 5 and 6 players in the history of the game. No way he can catch number 1.
I feel like he begged this comparison because he did choose number 23, and he's going to change to 6 next year, but he did steal the powder throwing routine, and I thought he shamed the number 23. I'm saying he's the fake MJ. He's the 2-time MVP.
Oh, he's trying to hurt me. I mean, come on, man. This is the playoffs, man. He wears 23. He wants to be Michael Jordan.
I think today people should appreciate Michael Jordan more than ever before.
He can't stand up to the pressure. The higher the expectations, the worse he performed.
You've got to question now whether or not LeBron really has it.
I think those questions are fair.
And I think this is what I got. Just 2 minutes ago, I'm in the cafeteria. Young 20-year-old black guy who is a LeBron fan, and those are all the people who you hear from who are all on LeBron's the greatest, said today for the first time, you know what? I think I'm going to be off this bandwagon. He is not Michael Jordan. And I think people are going to finally buy into what you've been saying for a long time.
Let me bring something up quickly, because you have always made the contention that it was LeBron who welcomed that upon himself. Truth be told, he was the chosen one, as dubbed by Sports Illustrated.
Okay.
The mass media, Skip, from the time this kid was 15 years old, was saying, as we so unfairly and often do, here he is, the next one.
I don't believe that LeBron James discouraged those.
No, he didn't discourage.
What we've seen now Period, end of story. LeBron James was made for the regular season. He's a regular season dynamo. He's made for our SportsCenter plays of the night because he's always #1 in the regular season. But come postseason time, he's the most overrated, overhyped superstar in my history in this business. Seriously. That's my bottom line to this discussion.
That's a very fair, I would say that's fair.
Best player in the league, Kobe Bryant.
Does everyone think that?
That is true.
Carmelo, wait. See, that's why he be torching the league, because they sleeping on him every night. You feel me?
Kobe Bryant.
Carmelo Anthony. I mean, do you like LeBron?
He's not the best player.
I mean, I see the average, but it's hard for me to like a guy who at the end of the game wants to pass the ball to his teammates, bro. You the #1 option, man. Make the basket. Jordan doesn't do that. You can tell LeBron I said it. I'm not scared.
He'll never be Michael Jordan. Kobe was close to MJ. Very close, but LeBron is night and day. He's not even, they're two different players. You can't compare Kobe and LeBron, but you compare Kobe and Jordan.
If you had to take Kobe or LeBron, who would you go with?
I would take Kobe.
You know what? LeBron's doing one thing that I always said that Michael Jordan never did. He never rested. He played every game. LeBron has the position to do this now because they need him. The league needs him, and that's why he's doing all this crazy stuff right now. Like, complaining and all this. Back then, when he was getting his you-know-what whooped, beat down every game, and then when he played against us, he said, guess what, I got to go back in the gym, and he got tough. He got tough, and he got great and greater, so that's it.
LeBron, he can get 6 rings. Let's say he gets 6 rings. Let's say LeBron passes MJ in points. Okay, he has 6 rings. He has 4 losses in the finals. He passes him in points. He came out of high school. He had a jump start. So even if he does that, I don't believe he passes MJ on the all-time rank.
Statistically, he will probably pass MJ because he started out so early, and it doesn't seem like, there's any decline anytime soon. Mike didn't play as long as LeBron is going to play, and his longevity, I think, is the reason why he will pass, a lot of Jordan stats.
You want to be the greatest? Win.
Even if you don't have the guy. Michael had Scottie Pippen. Win.
I don't want to say that this is LeBron is surpassing Michael as a great player, just statistically. And that's all I've ever said, is that he will pass him.
Just because he started at 18 years old.
Yeah, he started out of high school.
Right.
I don't think LeBron can ever be viewed like Jordan is right now, whereas Jordan is the undisputed GOAT. Like there's, really no debate, right? Whenever you say who's the greatest basketball player, it's always Jordan. No argument.
Kareem and Wilt get a few receiving votes, but yes.
9 out of 10 would say
That's
Jordan.
more out of respect.
Exactly. It's Jordan, okay? I don't know if LeBron will ever get to that point where it's like, oh, he's definitely the greatest, okay?
If I was in my prime, could I beat LeBron in a one-on-one? No question.
But biggest Karl Malone being able to be that athletic.
I just feel that Michael never played on a team, same way Kobe. This is why Kobe as well got this luxury that LeBron has. He never played on a team where anybody on the court got double teamed but him. These two guys played with Shaq. No, Kobe's played with Shaq.
That's what he's saying.
Who got double teamed. He's playing with Dwayne Wade. Michael never played with a player that would get double teamed. So you had to carry that offensive load for an entire career, not just a season, an entire career, and then on the other end be first team all defensive player. There's no one going to ever be like that because they won't, none of these guys, as we talked about earlier about these super teams, nobody will ever have that burden put on them that Michael Jordan had the way things are being constructed.
I'm no different than what if I played in this era. Financially it'd be different, but I think from a competitive standpoint, I think it would be a lot different. Not that playing against Magic, Bird, Barkley, Ewing, all those years wasn't fun. I think, but I'm pretty sure those guys, along with myself, wish that we could have played against the Kobe Bryants of this era and Tim Duncans, and obviously. We feel like we can compete.
Is the NBA better off for this big player shuffle we just saw this past week?
That's yet to be determined. I think free agency is a part of every professional sport, and how that's going to play into this whole scenario, I don't really know. I think time will tell. There's no way that just hindsight. I would have never called up Larry, called up Magic, and say, hey, let's get together and play on one team. I mean, things are different. I can't say that's a bad thing. I mean, that's the opportunity these kids have today. I mean, in all honesty, I was trying to beat those guys. I don't know if they would have been on my team. If we'd been on our team, obviously, when you look at the dream team, they were on my team, and it wasn't too much of a competitive thing. I'm a competitive guy, and I like to play against competitive players, and see what happens from there.
You like it? You think Cleveland's cool? I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation. I mean, what's so good about Cleveland?
Draymond, you are such a...
Klay Thompson? Yup. Splash Brothers? Yup. Cavaliers? Nope. We won? Yeah. They suck? Yeah. We here? Yeah. They not? Nope.
Thank you, Draymond.
Because at the end of the day, all the people that was rooting on me to fail, at the end of the day, they got to wake up tomorrow and have the same life that they had before they woke up today. They got the same personal problems that they had today. And I'm going to continue to live the way I want to live and continue to do the things that I want to do with me and my family and be happy with that.